maybe we'll get some rain. Out the front of my house. Show you our trees. Try to grow a tree line there. Got some maples and different trees there. There's my husband's Market Row Gardens. Got 4 rows of corn, 3 rows of peas, 2 rows of tomatoes, maybe some of that squash, potatoes, cabbage, and broccoli, and then a big row of onions. So, hoping we get some rain. Getting some rain. So, yeah, this is me, and I wanted to show you the front of my house. I've been working really hard on that, and so here it goes. Okay. So I've got my fern. Got it from J&C Greenhouse. I've moved my boxwoods there. I had them out over here, but when I pulled in the driveway the other day, it was like, it's so heavy right there. So I moved them, and my other blue pot I moved on this side. So, and this is the side. I've got some peonies. This flower bed here, I had some ferns and roses, but my husband really says this is a watering place, and it kind of floods and the water goes that way. So if this is here, then the water goes up on our porch and the doors. So I've tried to cut that out. Peonies and hydrangeas, some azaleas. Got a couple of roses and limelight rose, and then that tree there is like a monkey tree, banana tree. I don't know. But the freeze got it. It's coming out. It'll look beautiful shortly. Went ahead and just planted some strawberries here. Just because I had bought them, and it was like, I ran out of a place to put them, and I thought I'll just put them there. I'm not sure how well they'll do, but so far they're doing pretty well. And there too. So really want to get something white and green. My flower box is doing really well, and so I considered taking some of those out and moving them. You know, I just like them full, but sometimes they're too full. Excuse the noise. We live on a busy road. So my front yard, I have a lot of just whites and greens with little pops of purple, wild violets. This is a ground cover rose here. And there'll be some Shasta daisies right there. Looks like we'll have some more Shasta daisies. Here's a fern that I missed pulling. Looks like there's some poke salad. And then I have a peony here. See, here's the little rose. Isn't it sweet? I don't remember if it's called wedding or popcorn. I can't remember what it's called. And then I have my salvia. I love the salvia. It's been a winner. My little chair's like a little bench. I've left some gardening tools. I have the wire baskets for my fern, and I'm gonna get that done soon. Really gonna break that in half and then do other planters, and it'll catch up. This is a hawthorn bush. I had it closer to the house, and it had some fungus on it, so I put some fungicide stuff on it and moved it here out in the open air, and it's doing okay. So we'll see how it does. The hawthorn bushes are really pretty bushes, so I do have a weeping butterfly bush if it doesn't do. So it's like kind of mixed emotions there, but we'll find a place for everybody. There's some more of my ground roses, and I found some verbena that is white from Proven Winners. So I have 3 of those. Of course, there's the wild violets, and I'll put some ferns in the back. I forget the name of these little bush hedge things. This is their 3rd year, and glad I've hung on with them. They weren't real pretty the first couple of years, but they're really coming out nice. Look at my little wind in the willows guy. So cute. I don't know if he's a beaver or a mole. I think he's a mole. So there is my window box. I've got some lemon balm and some, I can't ever remember the names of them. I do have some thyme and some fan flowers, blue days. And see, the blue days is just really hidden in there. I think I just have one. But that light fuzzy green stuff, that's just 2 plants. One there and one there. And then the lemon balm came back. So those fan flowers could possibly pulled out and put in those. Because you can see them when you're close, but you don't really see them from a distance. And the foliage there, I think, has got some white in it enough. So this little bush here was where the hawthorn is. And it's yellow now, but it will bloom white. But I think it has a different center and a different petal shape as these do, because these kind of look like popcorn. And they're sweet. They're sweet. And that was where the hawthorn was. So I've got those 3 little shrub bushes there. I put a boxwood there. It should get about 5 feet tall and come right there. So we just need some tall greenery. There I have a holly bush that I planted a long time ago there. This is my David Austin Desdemona rose. She's doing pretty good. Babied her. It's a butterfly bush. And there's another one of the drift roses and another drift rose. So I think I have 5 drift roses across here. There's a red rose right there. I got most of it dug out last year, and that was just persistent and I was tired. So where the little white tags are, I have some Annabelles. Annabelle hydrangeas. I've got 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd one right there. And I just love them. I hear there's a better variety that the blooms won't fall, so I don't know. I'm sad, but we're going to make the best of it. If I have to prop them up, and we'll just deal with it. We'll see what it has. Here is some more salvia. Just planted a whole drift of them. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. And I moved one more time my can't remember what these are. I want to say they're a holly. They're not a boxwood at all. I don't know why. Oh, goodness. I was thinking, I don't know why that's there. So I have 4 of those going around. This is the 3rd time they've been moved, and they move pretty good. Move pretty good. Pick good seasons to move it. So this is another butterfly bush, and there is a butterfly bush there too. So I'm thinking I need another butterfly bush there. Now Joni at J&C Greenhouse has some dwarf varieties, and that may be where I got that one. So we'll see. We'll see. So I do have, this is supposed to be a weeping redbud, and look at that trunk. Is that so cool? That's so cool. And I lined it up right there between those 2 windows. I didn't think it was going to come out at all forever, but it has finally decided to grow. So a little slower than I thought, but welcome to Oklahoma, I guess. We do have a white, what are those bush things called? Bloom in the summer. White crepe myrtle. And I think it does have some of that black mold, and it really needs to be trimmed. So, but it's just beautiful in the fall, and the pecan tree there kind of competes with it. But in the fall, it just looks all so much better. All so much better. And I don't like them when they're chopped and then they grow in those little knots, and so we'll just see what we can do. But today I added a living fence. So I got some boxwoods and put them there. And these are some big pecan trees. Here's where I have hidden my red rose bushes. And you know how I get red rose bushes? I plant my roses too deep. And the graft rose, the original rose, will grow when my graft dies. So sad. But I have a place for all my red roses. They go right there. And then right here is a white azalea bush, that first thing that we planted in here, because I thought this was the north side of the house. Silly me. So I put this living fence here because you can see my potager garden back there, and you can see it from the road, and I just want a wall where that's a private area. So and thought I would make a fence all the way across with it, but we do use this as a driving path if you need to get to the water, the boat, instead of driving through the front yard. So I believe that we'll leave it open. So this is the front of my house. This is where Okie lives. Quite a few little ant beds out here. Got lots of red soil. Planted this pine tree. We found it just as a little seedling, and got some red buds. I don't remember if I bought these or if we found them. I think we found them. So I have a red bud here and there and there. I planted those 3 there. So they're pretty. And there's a pin oak that come back, and we have a massive tree there. Cypress? No. Maybe? Nope, not cypress, because that has knees. I'll remember it when I'm through, I'm sure. And there is our red maple, and we have a little orchard here. It was so pretty in the beginning of the spring. We've got 4 plum trees, a peach, pear and apple, figs, and then we've got another pear tree that tastes like an apple. So I just wanted to come out here and take a look at the house. But I'm really going to like that little walled space there. I think it'll be really nice. It does get a lot of sun, different seasons, different times of the day, especially in the summer. Gonna leave this like right there, just leave that there. We do use this water hose here to wash vehicles and things like that, so I'm gonna leave that open. Not very often. I usually wash mine at town, but anyways, I always share the back because I spend a lot of time there, but I love the front, and I love my green door. Angela Bass takes a group to Paris, to Giverny, France, and Claude Monet's place has green, and so I'm just so taken with it that I thought I had to have a green door. And I love my green door. So it's come a long ways in our 23 years that we've lived here. It's such a blessing to be a part. So y'all have a blessed day. Evening, huh? Hope we get a little bit of rain. Yes, hope we get a little bit of rain. Bye. And if Daddy, you're watching, thank you. It's good to be so close when you're so far away. So I enjoy sharing this YouTube. Bye now.